Hi, Quinn here with SEO Works, and in this video we're going to go through what is local SEO. Now if you're just starting out and you haven't had a chance to take a look at our What is SEO video, we encourage you to go there first before diving in with us here. In that video we talk about the three major components to SEO: on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and technical SEO. We've done a video on each of these components, and they're also great resources to help you start with your SEO. Now, while local SEO has components that tread the line of each of these other pillars of SEO, most search engine optimizers would agree that local SEO is its own beast, and in turn needs to be tackled separately. Whether you're a business that has one physical location, multiple physical locations, or you're an online business that services multiple geographic locations, local SEO is definitely something that you want to be aware of. There are certainly local strategies to help you increase localized traffic to your site. Now, a quick caveat. If you're simply looking for someone to come in and help you with local SEO or SEO in general, you don't have to watch the rest of this video. As always, SEO Works provides a completely free, no strings attached SEO analysis that will go into major components of your site's performance, overall SEO health, and give you direction ultimately to help you make educated decisions moving forward about your SEO. Simply click here in the link in the description below and we'll get you started right away. For anyone looking to get more localized, qualified, and bottom of funnel traffic, stick around as we go through the next set of local SEO strategy. So let's get into it. Here's what you can expect from this video in the next couple of minutes. We're going to talk about what is local SEO, why is it important, how to determine if you need it, and what are the next steps that you can take right now. Local SEO is the optimization of your website to help promote rankings and visibility in the local search results of Google or other search engines. As I said before, whether you have physical locations or you service geographical locations as an online business, you can benefit from localized traffic. As you may have learned in our previous SEO videos, Google and search engines have evolved and continue to evolve over time. They've understood the intent behind queries and understood that many queries are local based. So local SEO consists of two major query types. Number one, organic results of a keyword targeted by the geolocation of an IP address. And number two, the use of geolocation qualifiers in a given keyword. Example for type 1. A user may input the query Italian restaurant. Google ideally does not want to serve up restaurants that are found in Italy, especially if you're found in Grand Junction, Colorado. So they pull results based off of the location of the IP address of the device being used. Alternatively, an example for type number 2, a user might input the query Italian restaurant in Salt Lake City. In this case, Google is looking at the qualifying words in the keyword itself and looking for pages that have been optimized for that keyword. Obviously, this is oversimplification of what's taking place, but hopefully it provides context that gives insight to the strategies that we're going to go over. Ultimately, local SEO requires that a business optimizes their site or sections of pages of their site for local query, as well as optimizing their Google My Business page. So the question then is, how do I optimize my pages and my Google My Business? While we simply don't have time to go into all the components of a local set or Google My Business, here are 7 strategies that we would suggest as a great place to start that you can start looking at today. Number 1, if you don't already have a Google My Business account, be sure to create one, claim an existing one, and verify that you are the owner. This process is different depending on the situation, but Google's really good at providing step-by-step process to help you get this done. Number 2, complete all the sections in Google My Business, including addresses of your physical location or multiple locations, hours of operation, products, services, pictures, as well as contact information. Which brings us to number 3. Ensure NAP or name, address, phone number consistency. In short, you want to ensure that your name, address, and phone number are the same across your site and in Google My Business. Specific places that you might look for this: your contact page, your footer, your index page, and then of course in the sections provided in Google My Business. Number 4, additionally to NAP consistency, There is schema markup that you can use to help give indicators to Google of this consistency. Same as tags, as well as number type specification for different types of your business, for example, sales or customer service. As you start to use numbers to track inbound phone calls, this can get a little trickier. But suffice it to say, there are specific ways that this should be done, and you may want to do additional research into this before implementing. Number 5. Now, we've talked about reviews as a component of off-page SEO. However, Google reviews and the acquisition and management of your reviews or your online reputation is incredibly important to your local listings as well. Be sure that you are answering questions and responding to customer issues. Kind, witty, and thorough management of these reviews across social media, Google reviews, your own reviews on your own site, as well as third-party review sites that are relevant to your industry are going to go a long way. Number 6, set up Google My Business messaging. This is a rather new feature to Google My Business. Additionally, you may want to set up automation around Google My Business messaging, as well as the inbound messaging across multiple social media platforms. As a quick secret, SEO Works can do this for you as well. And finally, number 7, create a local set or area served pages. Whether you have physical locations or you simply service multiple physical geographic areas, be sure to have a page that represents each location. As we talked about in technical SEO, this can get messy if you do not have proper site hierarchy and internal linking structure. It is valuable for you to have state pages for every state that you might be available in that are optimized for that state keyword, that have internal links to the respective cities that you're available in. And each of these city pages would be optimized for targeted local keywords. It is incredibly important that spam pages are never advisable, as they will result in manual or algorithmic penalties in the long run. Every page on your site, including the local set, should be unique, dynamic in nature, and serving specific intent. For local pages, we advise using localized content relevant to that location, as well as seeking to acquire links that are local. Now, as we said, there is a lot to local SEO, as there is to all SEO. Hopefully, these 7 strategies give you a place to start and can help you get your feet wet, as well as make educated decisions moving forward. Which brings us to, why is local SEO important? And we've talked about the importance of SEO and SEO strategies in the past. You know that if you're looking to get marketing in front of people, you've got to be on the internet. But what you may not know is that so many businesses, whether they have physical locations or they're nationwide, are thriving on localized traffic. From small businesses to large corporations, we are seeing businesses killing it with localized SEO strategies. And a large portion of their inbound traffic is local. Plumbers, accountants, banks, car dealers, contractors, dentists, doctors, electricians, the list goes on. We are seeing these and so many other industries thrive with our local SEO packages. So, how do you know if you need local SEO? To be frank, I can't think of a business that would not benefit from local SEO. That being said, if you're contemplating how to use your marketing budget, you might be asking, do I need local SEO as opposed to a full SEO strategy or other digital marketing strategies in general? In our original What is SEO video, we do go through some strategies that can help you decide which path to go. However, for local SEO, you might ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, are my most important keywords relevant to my business localized keywords? Number 2, are people buying my products and services local to specific cities and states? And number 3, am I simply looking for more bottom of funnel, qualified, localized traffic to boost the bottom line? If you can answer yes to any of these questions, you should definitely be looking into localized SEO. All right, so what can you do right now? As always, you have options. We hope that we've provided valuable information to allow you to start making educated decisions. You can always start tinkering on your own. You'll find many resources on our site and in these videos that are going to help you along the way. Along with that, we want to make sure that you're aware of the reality of this situation. SEO, and especially localized SEO, take time, effort, and there are certainly wrong ways to do this. Expertise is going to be valuable on your side. Now, if you have the time, money, and brain power to be able to learn this and implement, more power to you. We, however, hope that you go down the thought process that over 500 small and large businesses have already made, and realize that the time, money, frustration, and effort that you'll ultimately save by hiring out a team of experts will far outweigh our competitive month-to-month no contract premiums that we offer at SEO Works. But hey, like always, if you're caught at crossroads and you don't know which path to go down, you don't have to make that decision without information to help you. Like I mentioned before, we offer a completely free, no strings attached SEO analysis that will give you ample data to look at to determine what you want to do moving forward. So there you have it. As promised, we dove into some components of local SEO. Watch out for subsequent videos where we'll take a dive into individual components of each of these areas of SEO and of other channels in digital marketing. We wish you luck, and as always, we encourage you to like and subscribe so that you can stay up on the latest on all things SEO. Because let's be honest, SEO works.